You'll probably notice that Manifold appears somewhat slow when zooming in or out. For this lesson, we're going to look at a number of different options for improving system performance. The first way to improve system performance is to project each feature into the same coordinate system. Manifold will actually run faster that way. If we check out the coordinate precision of our hydrology, you'll notice that we're in UTM zone 18 but in NAD 83. What we're going to do is look at our digital elevation model, and by right-clicking on it and looking at its properties or its projection, we'll see that it's in NAD 27. So this is a different datum. What we're going to need to do is right-click on the tab and then select Project to Map. And this is taking the projection from the surface and actually reprojecting it to the same projection that the map is. So in our case, the surface was in NAD 27, but the map is in NAD 83. So right now we're performing a coordinate transformation on this surface that's got about 1.4 million pixels in it. So it takes about 20-30 seconds to do that. Now let's zoom in, and we'll notice that the drawing is actually quite a bit faster. So you can try it before and after on your own machine. Now, drawings like hydrology have lots of vertices. We can reduce these by simplifying the drawing. We'll zoom to a smaller area. Let's deselect the zoom button and press Control and Alt and then also select a line. Here you can see all the vertices. Now under the Drawing Simplify menu, we'll select just the selected objects, just for illustration, and thin out our vertices by 3 meters. Let's see what that does. So you can see that much of the shape is retained, but we've actually gotten rid of many of the vertices. We can do the same thing now for all of the line work, and it will only take less than a second to do it. So we'll go to Simplify. In this case, we're not going to use for the scope, we're going to make it not the selection, but all the objects, and hit OK. And you can see just a slight change. So we've actually gotten rid of a lot of vertices, but we've maintained the shape pretty well. Now right-click on one of the lines, and you can start to look at the coordinate precision, and that goes out pretty far. Now, considering this is a 1 to 24,000 scale map, there's no way we're going to ever be that accurate. So we can reduce the precision by right-clicking on the drawing pane and going under Properties. In this case, we can select precision, and rather than going out to the 6th decimal place, let's just go out to 1 or 2 decimal places. Now, in order to actually change the precision, we have to normalize the line using the Transform toolbar. So we'll select Normalize Topology. Now Manifold won't try to perform computations out to the 6th decimal point. Another option is to set Orthogonalize. So in this case, we're going to actually change the total number of coordinates that are in the readout. We'll hit OK. And now if we right-click on our coordinates, you'll notice that we're only storing data out to 2 decimal points. Now, if you zoom out to the entire drawing, we'll be looking at all of New York State. In reality, we really don't need to display the roads or the hydrology at this scale. The scale we're at now is about 1 to almost 6 million. Let's zoom in. Alright, we're going to be at about 1 to 180,000. Let's right-click on the hydrology file, or its pane, and set the zoom scale by changing the range. So go under Zooms, hit the button, and in this case we want it to zoom from whatever we're at up to a certain point. And we'll just change this slightly. And you'll see the hydrology goes away. Let's zoom back out a little further. And again, still no hydrology. Now let's zoom in a couple of times. and one more time, and now the hydrology shows up again. So this is another way to help speed up performance by not showing all the features at every zoom level.